Hello Internet, it is Friday afternoon, which means as you are watching this, the deadline for the team submission has gone for Players Cup 2. Now, I've not submitted anything just yet, and it is now 2:53 exactly, so, not only barely like 2 hours before you're watching this. So, yeah, I'm stressed, yes, I'm panicking, and I think I know what I am going to be using, but I'm not happy, to be honest. And I imagine there's a lot of people in the same situation as well. So I'm not here sitting here being like, oh, I'm the only one that feels they're uncomfortable with the team or whatever. I would imagine 80% of the people entering their team into this are also not happy, not convinced with them. So that's just how it is. That's just what VGC is like. But in this video, we're here obviously on Showdown. This is not the team that I'm going to be using. I think I have decided this is one of my my earlier considerations. I do like this team, but it is essentially all eggs in the Snorlax. There's a lot of redirection. There's a lot of healing for the Snorlax, and I'll show you. I'll just go with Snorlax indeed. Like, this is very, very minimal thought, and like, if a team is unprepared, it will just steamroll them. It will just beat them. And I like that, because there's quite a few teams that are unprepared, but at the same time, there are people, a lot of people using Will-O-Wisp on things for Glacier, and that is, sort of covering the same sort of thing with Snorlax, a big, bulky, physical attacker. So there are some things. And also, I've seen a few people use Haze on their Tapu Fini and Dusclops as well, which is interesting. I wouldn't have thought that would have been so common in this format, but I mean, thinking back to 2018, people who used those Extreme Evo Boost teams, they were very strong, but they just lost to like a random Haze. Now, this is open team sheet, so in theory, I would be able to see where the Haze is, where the Taunt is, where everything is, and maybe be able to play around that a bit better. So this was, and I'll just show you, like, this is just really, really simple. Is maybe going to knock the Indeedee out, maybe. Yeah, not even, because Indeedee's so bulky here. And he can't, unless he's got foul play here, he can't knock the Snorlax out this. No, I can't, because I'm Dynamaxing. So, yeah, and we can just redirect, Max Quake, blah, blah, blah. And it feels so good to win with this team. Like, a team that isn't that prepared for Snorlax, it just feels so good, because it's so dominant, it is so powerful. And this is, I imagine, still just going to one-shot the Entei there, yeah. And now, I do have to worry about maybe the Tapu Fini coming in with Haze, so I could go into the Pheromosa and speed swap it, or I could go into the Comfy, bank on being faster and taunt it, but I think I'm actually going to go with the Pheromosa here, which was the wrong choice, because they bring in the Regieleki. Okay, so, okay, we'll just try and Max Quake that then, and I suppose I will just try and double into the Regieleki. Yeah, okay. Which we still get a good hit off there. And they have got foul play on their Grimmsnarl. Okay. Well, that's not good. Let's see what their last Pokemon is. And if it's going to be faster than Pheromosa at -1. Yeah, I'm not imagining it will be. So, okay, let's just go for a Steel Spike then with a speed swap now. Even though I am reduced speed with the Pheromosa. How does this work? Because Snorlax hasn't got a -1 speed. Is it the base speed they swap, or is it the actual speed stat that they swap? But anyway, a +6 Steel Spike, yeah, even with Reflect, should just knock the the other one out, the Grimmsnarl out. They're +1 defense as well, and I do imagine they're going to be weakness policy as well on this Regirock, so I am a little bit worried, to be very honest. Yeah, they could still have this, actually. Let's see. That's not even a 2-hit KO. And there is a weakness policy, as expected. And they do just knock the Comfy out. We have got the Berry Berry, so we do survive that, which is nice. But yeah, this is actually really not good. Like, they're very bulky. We're bringing Snorlax up as high as we can. And we missed that high horsepower as well, which is very unfortunate. But they are small again. So let's try and go for Ironhead flinches now. Oh, it does nothing. That Grimmsnarl was like clay, obviously. But yeah, we're in. Have they got superpower? I'm +1 defense, so I am taking their attacks reasonably well. A high horsepower, the difference in power should knock it out here. But it doesn't. Okay. But they just rock slide as well. Okay. Well, this was a bit of a mess of a game, wasn't it? But we got there in the end, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. I'll do one more team with this game. One more game with this team, just because like I have decided that I'm not going to be using this. But I think it's pretty interesting to just show anyway, because I think that like it could be a pretty cool team. It could be fun. Yeah, let's just go with the Snorlax mode again straight away. Even though, like, aside from the Tapu Fini, I suppose, and Regieleki, the Moltres mode does look pretty good here, but I'm showing off the Snorlax mode. But, yeah, like, as fun as it is, and it really is fun to just steamroll through opponents, and I do like teams, you know, obviously I've done well with Xerneas and whatever in the past, I do like teams where you set up with something and then keep it safe. You know, I was the master of keeping my Xerneas safe in 16 with the Smeargle and the Scrafty and everything, and the Volcarona, but yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of will-wisp right now for Glacier. There's a lot of stuff going around that does actually stop the Snorlax, especially as you get higher up on the ladder as well too. You do find that, I'm surprised I led with a Metagross there. You do find that people are, you know, they kind of know how to play around stuff like this. It is quite predictable, if you know what I mean. Very predictable. It's almost you know, like a script that you're just sort of reading off. Okay, I'm just going to lead with these two, go for a Follow Me and a Belly Drum, and then bring in the Comfy or whatever. Like, it does feel very predictable like that. Very telegraphable, if you sort of know what I mean. But Steel Smite, I imagine, yeah, to get the boost so that I can't knock them out with a Max Quake. Hey, okay. They just knock out the thingy there. So we do get the Belly Drum. Now, I've got options. I could try and knock the Metagross out here. I don't think I will. And activate a weakness policy. If I put Comfy in here, I think they'll just double into it, because they will know that I'm maybe going to try and set the Trick Room up. So maybe I put Pheromosa in here and actually just go for the speed swap. And just ignore the Metagross until it comes out of its Dynamax. We'll have one more turn of its Dynamax over them as well. They haven't got any, you know, any floating Pokemon in the back either, so the Max Quake into Incineroar is quite safe. They are +1 defense, but I'm sure this will still one-shot it. Yeah. If they knock the Pheromones out, fine, I guess. Okay, we'll get a free switch into the Comfy, but they don't. Let's see what's going to come in now then. It's the Regieleki, okay, which is still going to be faster than my Snorlax here then. So I'll go for a Steel Spike, and Pheromosa's job is kind of done here, isn't it? So do I just double into the Regieleki, or do I try and coach myself just for a defense boost? Or do I swap into Comfy? No, I think Comfy is good, because we'll be able to pick off the... No, we won't actually, because we're in Psychic Terrain. We won't be able to pick that off at all, will we? Alright, I'll just try and double into the Regieleki then. Yeah, the special offense boost actually allows us to survive that. Oh, okay, I was expecting a Sash there. That's why I was saying pick it off. Oh, and they just go for a Mindstorm into the Pheromosa. Maybe they was expecting a switch there of some kind, but Snorlax isn't -1 speed now. So, we are essentially slower than Urshifu, are we? I think we probably will be. Let's see how much we take from this. Yeah, close combat, 38%. But yeah, we are still faster than the Metagross there. And yeah, okay, so now we've just got this Metagross to deal with. But Berry Berry and +1 defense allows us to survive that. But, yeah, are we going to activate a weak... Well, yes, we are, aren't we? If we attack into it. But how much... We have not seen, like, how much their attacks are going to do to my Snorlax. We are at +2 defense. So, actually, maybe I shouldn't be worried. Because I think we'll survive a +2 Iron Head. Especially with this Floral Healing here. Yeah. Oh, and they've just targeted into the Comfy either way. Okay. Will a Double Edge get them from here? High Horsepower did. like 80%, let's see, and that was from like 190. That is 90, so it would be just under half, won't it? So that'll put, yeah, double edge would probably do about, yeah, double edge would take it, won't it? Yeah, I believe so. And if my calculation's wrong, then whoops. But yeah, we do take it. Okay, so, you know, we've had a sort of a flattering outing for this team then, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to use that team. The next team I'm going to use, I'll use the one that I've been streaming with just for a little bit, because I do think this is the team that I am going to be using. So, like, these are the games that I really want to be winning, and this looks like a really nasty team for us to come against, actually. Yeah, I mean, Chandelure looks pretty good here, but obviously I am really worried about Trick Room with this team. But Imprison is so predictable from Chandelure that a lot of the time they just don't go for Trick Room in front of it. They just attack, which is understandable, isn't it? But I think I have to lead with Chandelure, and I mean, I could even go with Cinderace, don't you think? Yeah, let's go with Chandelure and Cinderace. With Urshifu in the back. Yes, we want that. And I think Thundurus as well, even though Nihilego does look very good against a lot of his team as well. But Thundurus at least speed ties with the Tornadus there. I mean, maybe they just go with Tornadus, and this is the problem. Like, I'm leading here expecting Trick Room. They could just go with the Tornadus, and yeah, they've really got me sort of pinned on Team Preview here, haven't they? This isn't good. So maybe I have to go with Whimsicott, just in case they do have Tornadus. But, okay, they do go with the Indeedee Hattery, and here is the question, you know, do they go for the Trick Room, or can they just Expanding Force here? Now, surely, okay, right. I think they're just going to attack here. A lot of opponents, when they see the Chandelure here, they know that I'm going to go for an Imprison, and they just attack. They didn't even go for Follow Me. Well, the Indeedee just went for the attack. Okay, so we'll never know if they were going to Trick Room or not. And here is the Tornadus. So this is why I've got the Whimsicott in the back then. Yeah, like a Tailwind now, and my Chandelure is just gone. If I put my Whimsicott in, then I just get ejected out. If I put my Urshifu in, then yes, I'm immune to Expanding Force. But then, and I will get a +1 speed as well, because I'm going to Airstream here, I think. But then the Tornadus threatens me with flying attacks next turn. So I think I'm just going to let the Chandelure go down here. We'll just try for a Heat Wave, and yeah, maybe I can Steel Spike again, actually, just to stay resisting against the flying type. No, I'm just going to Airstream. Okay, so they do go for the Follow Me this turn. And that does actually knock the Indeedee out. Okay. Okay. Chandelure. Oh, okay. Okay, I thought they would just go for an Expanding Force there. But that's fine, I guess. But now, yeah, we're still... Like, I need my Cinderace to survive this turn. Or I just need to get rid of that Tornadus, really, don't I? I'm imagining it's going to be a max... Okay, I'm still faster. Okay. I was imagining like a max Hailstorm into the... didn't want to activate the weakness policy there, but... Whoops. But, yeah, okay. Well, they knew their speed tiers there better than I did. And, yeah, and now because I've got Urshifu and Whimsicott in the back, I can just Tailwind and Wicked Blow and knock them out. Okay, so good there. But yeah, like, we're beginning to see, even with that first game, we're beginning to see the big problem with this team. Like, oh, and here we go. Now, I will be over the moon if I win this game, because I think the biggest problem for this team is Indeedee and Stack Attacker. Indeedee and Stack Attacker. I cannot beat Indeedee and Stack Attacker with this team. I literally can't. So, let's see. Let's see. Because, like, obviously they threatened the Trick Room, which I just lose to. Although, looking at the rest of their team, actually, they haven't got much of a Trick Room team, have they? It looks pretty fast, really. But actually, another thing this team loses to is Speed Swap for Emosa, because we can't outspeed it with anything. And with a sash, we can't stop it from doing that, really, can we? Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, I think this is like one of the hardest teams that we could possibly come across. But yeah, I need to stop Trick Room. Chandelure, weak to rock, max rockfall, whatever. Bang, expecting the imprison, and it's gone. So let's go with Chandelure and Cinderace again. I think. With Thundurus and Whimsicott in the back. Do I need Urshifu? Maybe. But I'm gonna go with Whimsicott. And okay, and they don't, all that worrying, they don't even lead with the Stack Attacker. So Cinderace is faster than Sneasel. What is Sneasel gonna try doing? I feel like there's some sneaky business that it's gonna try doing. Like Surf? Weakness Policy Entei? Like, is that gonna happen? And then Max Rockfall into my Cinderace from a Stone Edge or something? That's the worst case scenario. Yeah, that would be pretty bad, wouldn't it? But is he gonna do that? Am I just talking myself out of something? Is he just gonna try and Will-Wisp the Cinderace? Because I kind of would like to get a speed boost here. That would be nice. But no, I'm just going to Flare into the Sneasel. Oh, he is, isn't he? And I imagine there's going to be the Sash there. Is this safe? I've actually called this turn. I've called it. I called it. Is it a Max Rockfall into the Cinderace as well? Well, not into the Cinderace, but okay, into the Chandelure. Well, there you go. I called it. I called it. And now the Indeedee, I imagine, is going to come in. If it is indeed... Okay, it's not Indeedee. And yeah, I should have gone for an Airstream that turn. And if I had Airstreamed, I would have been looking really good here. But still, we'll try and switcheroo. And now we'll try and Airstream into it. Speed swap and speed swap. Well, there you go. Should have seen that one coming, really, shouldn't I? But, yeah, there. That's that. Like, I did say that, like, I do lose to speed swap Pheromosa, and that's exactly what's happened. But was there anything that we could have done there? Because Whimsicott hasn't got Taunt in it. We couldn't have stopped the speed swap. Yeah, like, quite cool from the opponents. Like, I did kind of see what was happening. But just a bit too late. Okay, well, we've ejected their Entei out now, but and now I can Tailwind this next turn, but we haven't got enough offensive pressure to do anything anymore, have we? I'll try and fly and keep the Thundurus around for a turn, I suppose, but they're always just going to be able to follow me. Yeah. Forces them to follow me again. But yeah, Whimsicott's not going to beat an Entei. Can knock out the Pheromosa, but can't knock out the Entei. Yeah, they just need to Ice Beam the Thundurus here. Indeed, he even survives that. Yeah, okay. So, what happened here then? Because I knew we were going to lose to this Pheromosa. Like, I called the turn 1, but with this lead, and this is the thing, this is the eternal frustration with this team. I have to lead with, like, a Chandelure or something if I fear Trick Room. Like, and even if I'm going to get knocked out to a Stack Attacker, then... You know, at least I'm denying the Trick Room for that turn. I should have gone for the Airstream there. I don't know why I was... Well, he did actually go for the Rockfall, actually. So, but I was staying a Fire type anyway, so that was stupid. But, yeah, I should have gone for the Airstream there. And then that was the mistake, actually, wasn't it? He did choose to knock out the Chandelure for whatever reason, instead of the Cinderace. But if I had gone for the Airstream, then this next turn, I would have been able to go for the Switcheroo and another Airstream or whatever into the Entei and eject it out. So that was the mistake. So yeah, okay, I could have won that game, but I made the mistake of not going for the Airstream on that first turn. Okay, so and I've seen a few of these Weezings and Regigiguses. But I'm just gonna go. Okay, let's just go Whimsicott Thundurus with I mean, Nihilego is always good, but the Urshifu is a little bit scary as well. Yeah, I don't think I bring my Urshifu. I'm going to go Cinderace and Nihilego in the back. But anyway, after this, I'll do a few games with the other variation of this team as well, because you can see my toil here over Trick Room, and essentially the other version of the team, what I've done is I've swapped Chandelure and Cinderace off for maybe a more reliable way of stopping Trick Room, unless it is a Porygon 2. So you'll see. We'll come to it though, but you'll see. It is getting dark here as well, so sorry if my my face is messing up a little bit there. I could just flip to the little circle mode, couldn't I? But I'll keep an eye on it, see if it gets, if it stays bad, or if it gets worse. Maybe I should say. It's not gonna get lighter again, is it? In fact, what I'll do is give me a moment. I'll just try and see if I can twiddle with this a little bit. Yeah, it's not so good, is it? Okay, well, back to the game. So yeah, like, ability's gone, whatever, but I can still just switcheroo and get rid of the Regigigas, can't I? Like, unless he protects the Regigigas, which he can protect now. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and twiddle with myself a little bit. Ooh, no, I'm twiddling. I've twiddled too far. Help me. Okay, right, yeah, it doesn't look brilliant, does it? Okay, so, well, okay, they didn't Dynamax the Regigigas, unfortunately, but it is gone now. But what's going to come in then? Because, like, Regieleki, I guess, is their best answer to this. And they're just going for a Sludge Bomb into the Whimsicott. Okay, that's fine. I guess that is a little bit scary for us. I suppose I've got to put Nihilego in here as well. I will Airstream, but that is... I don't know what that just did to my recording, but that was a phone call coming up on my phone there. I mean, I'm using my phone as the camera for this too. Yeah, it's looking bad, isn't it? Okay, right. I'm going to teleport into my circle. Pop. Here I am. Aha. Okay. The magic of OBS. Right. Okay. Think about it. So he's probably going to Electro Web. Yeah, I do want to get rid of the Regieleki. I suppose if I get rid of the Weezing as well, then the thing isn't so much of a problem, is it? But yeah, I want to get rid of the Regieleki. Yeah, it's a good job I didn't attack into the Weezing. And this is one of the reasons why I think this team is a little bit predictable as well with the Weezing, because they really do need to keep the Weezing safe. Because if the Weezing goes, then the Regigigas is not as useful either. The Light Screen, though, is... you know, helps them take attacks from Nihilego, bearing in mind that the Regigigas has taken quite a lot of damage as well, yeah, from that first turn. So that worked out for us. So yeah, okay, like, I'm a little bit about this, although I think that is probably what I'm going to be locking in. So yeah, I'm stressed, I'm not happy, whatever. But the other version of this team then that I'm going to try out now is with Entei. Now, yes. Now, the idea behind this is instead of Cinderace, I've got Entei, which has got Inner Focus, so it can't be flinched from Fake Out, which might actually come into something here. And I can bulldoze my weakness policy Duraludon. And because he has got quite a slow-looking team and lots of Fake Outs and a couple of Trick Room setters there, he could still get Trick Room up if he's got Trick Room on a Focus Sash Whimsicott. But I'm going to go with Entei and Duraludon here, because I'm not really seeing how else... is gonna how he's gonna win this, really. I don't know, we'll see. Like, I really am testing this out, so this is all a little bit of theory at this point. Like, I can't Dynamax the Thundurus because I'm going to be Dynamaxing the Duraludon. And the problem with this as well is that I am reducing my speed. Oh, he's left. Oh, come back, Cezanne, my opponent. So I'm just going to go with Urshifu. Hope he's come back. It says I'm the only person in here. But, yeah, okay, so let's just go for the Bulldoze and the Max Darkness into the Cresselia. I suppose if he's got the Cobbler Berry on the Cresselia, then that'll not be good either. But I really hope he comes back because I want to see if this is going to work out. The Glacier, if it Dynamaxes Max Quake into the Entei, will just knock it out as well. I have got Will-O-Wisp on the Entei. Like, I could make a case for burning the Glacier, but I need to deny the Trick Room. And this is what the Duraludon is supposed to be doing, supposed to be denying the Trick Room. So I hope he comes back. I want to see if it's got like a Cobbler Berry or if it actually does work out. Or if he Quakes into the Duraludon as well. But I think he's gone. I'll come back, please. Oh well, I'll just look for another game then, I guess. We'll try it out on the next opponent. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here for... You know, I'm not going to turn the timer off, wait here forever to wait for him to come back while I'm recording. So, yeah, we'll just look for another game. Okay, and this is funny. This is funny because... one of the things, in fact really maybe the only thing apart from Kartana, that I do like the Cinderace for is to lead into Sand with Whimsicott, so I can get the Tailwind up and turn into a Fighting type, just max Knuckle into them. But we can't do that with Entei, can we? Unfortunately. So what do we do here? Now we really struggle, don't we? So he's got 2 Sandrush Pokemon. Yeah, the fighting typing of the potential of the Cinderace is actually really important for us, isn't it? Let's go Urshifu Whimsicott then, I suppose, and see if we can do anything here. But like we're really threatened by these Sandrush Pokemon. Yeah, maybe we'll try Entei. Yeah, now he can just like Dynamax the Thundurus and if he wants to, and you know, attack into the Urshifu here. And I ain't got any good ground resistance going in the back either. If I think the Thundurus is going to attack here, I could actually switch through it and Sucker Punch it. And like just to see if this works out, I'm actually going to do it. Well, looks like it's working out for this turn. Yeah, Whimsicott's got a Life Orb. He's lost his Dynamax, but I'm locked into Sucker Punch. Yeah, here's the Incineroar. Is he going to Earthquake himself? No, he's just going to Iron Head the Whimsicott. My poor Life Orb Whimsicott. Alright then. Well, and this is the situation, isn't it? Because, like, he can just Earthquake or whatever. Like, I'm really threatened by this Excadrill. Yeah, and I haven't got Tailwind up now, obviously. Like, he's probably just going to swap the Incineroar into Tyranitar and maybe just Max Quake into the Entei. That's, I guess, what I would imagine. But, yeah, let's just try and do this then, I suppose. Okay, no swaps. A Fake Out into my Dynamaxing Urshifu. Okay. We hit that. And Urshifu... and there you go. And that is one reason why Adamant Urshifu is not quite so good, because you don't outspeed Excadrill. If we were Jolly, then we would still have our Entei here. Okay. Still not in the worst of situations. I don't think. Kind of are though, aren't we? Okay, let's just go for Darkness into the Thundurus and okay, well, okay. We're knocking the Nihilego, the Incineroar out here. And he's flying into the Urshifu, then I imagine. And here's a Tyranitar. Okay. Okay. Can Tyranitar one-shot Nihilego? Yeah, maybe I don't activate a weakness policy on the Tyranitar. Maybe I go for a Darkness into the Thundurus to knock it out. And just protect? Yeah, like, I'm thinking this should knock the Thundurus out, shouldn't it? And Max Darkness into it. And protect the Nihilego to keep it around. And then the Tyranitar will be at -1 special defense. And Power Gem will do more damage. Yeah. Okay, we've somehow wiggled our way into maybe winning this game. Like, he kind of has to attack. So the Sucker Punch will get him. Yeah, and +2 Power Gem gets him too. Okay. Well, we somehow wiggled our way around that, didn't we? But let's try and do another game. Let's see if we can get a game where the weakness policy actually does something. Yeah, I'm really unsure. Like the Chandelure version obviously is the one that I've played with most because I've streamed with it quite a lot. but like this Duraludon Entei combination just shuts Trick Room down, doesn't it? Well, or does it? Because I mean we've kind of found a situation here where if I had Chandelure, I'd only have to worry about the Landorus, and I have got a Sash as well because Flash Fire, whatever, we survive the Charizard and the Torkoal's attacks. Now here with the Duraludon, if they go with a Sun mode with the Charizard, they can literally just one-shot my Duraludon, can't they? So interesting, yeah, good to test this. Like, we found a situation where I'll go with it anyway. We found a situation where this might not be the best. Although maybe I could just go with, since like I don't think they're going to lead with the Raichu. Maybe I actually go with Whimsicott and Thundurus here, because then I can just switch through and knock it out that way. Like, I don't think they're going to lead with the Raichu, but you never know, I suppose. I could be wrong here with Urshifu in the back. And Nihilego obviously looks very good here too. Yeah. So we'll just go for the switcheroo then into the Cresselia. And like, is he going to Dynamax the Thundurus here? The Landorus rather. Like, he definitely could. I'm just going to go for a either an Airstream or a Knuckle. Knuckle to get to +2. Airstream to be faster than everything. We're already faster than everything, so I'll just Knuckle. Might seem greedy. It's less damage on the Cresselia though, that's the thing. And he is, yeah, that's what I was worried about. And the Max Rockfall, yeah, especially with that. Yeah, okay, they knew what was coming here. Like, and this is my worry as well with the open team preview as well. And I suppose, because, I mean, it doesn't really matter that I've been, like, streaming a lot with this team. Oh, we've just gone for the Airstream into the Whimsicott. Okay, well, then I should have gone for the Airstream with my Thundurus then. That was a very big mistake. That was a very big mistake. Let's try and bait the Airstream then into the Urshifu, but, ooh, this is bad now. This is very bad now. Yeah, I should have just gone for an Airstream. But yeah, like, streaming whatever, like, people kind of know what I'm using. I already had that one game on stream where someone, like, had the Ice Shard Inteleon, to, get my Whimsicott and whatever. But with the open team sheets, everyone's going to be on that level. And this is why I'm worried. Because I suppose I would see if they've got Helping Hands, and maybe it would make me think they're going to try and play around the switcheroo, but, yeah, we've not done a very good job of beating this Landorus, I think, have we? Oh, they've actually gone for the Rockfall into the Thundurus there. Okay, then I should have gone for an Airstream then, I think. Okay. Yeah. Okay, either they knock the Thundurus out and they get a safe switch. Well, and he's not going to go for a Psychic Attack there, is he? Yeah, okay. Okay, that sort of worked. Maybe. Sort of. Is he going to Trick Room here? Maybe not, because he's +1 speed with the Cresselia now. Oh, he is Trick Rooming. Okay. Is it Torkoal in the back then? It is Torkoal in the back. And Nihilego, yeah, okay, we've lost the game then, because Nihilego cannot survive, well, an Earth Power and whatever. Cresselia's just going to be able to pick everything else off. So, yeah. Probably just goes for an Eruption. If he's got a Psychic Attack, which I imagine he will, he'll just do it into the Nihilego here. Okay, maybe not. Can you be strong, Nihilego? Can you survive? Can you survive? I mean, if I don't think he's got Earth Power, I could Sucker Punch into the Torkoal, couldn't I? And if he hasn't got a Psychic Attack as well... Go on then, let's try it. Let's try it. Might as well Meteor Beam as well, why not? Okay, well, that works too, I suppose. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, it didn't really make a difference, I guess, at the end there, but... or maybe it would have made a difference, like the stupid ally switch. The Sucker Punch on the Banded Sucker Punch on the Torkoal would have done, like 30-40% or so to it, a decent amount. Nihilego would have survived a bit higher, out of range of an Ice Beam from the Cresselia. Although, would Urshifu have still taken that much damage from him? Maybe Urshifu might have even survived there. Actually, yeah, maybe that ally switch has won them the game there. So yeah, frustrating. But and like even again, like I can lead with my anti-Trick Room and whatever, but just end up losing to a late game Trick Room. That's another worry. So yeah, I'm really stressing about this tournament, and I really don't want to be. I'm sick of stressing about Pokemon, to be honest. And I don't even care if I do well. Like, all I want is to get some good games recorded for YouTube, so you can watch something interesting next week. Like, but like it's a very decent possibility that I'm just gonna lose and then I'll be out. And woo, there we go. There's my my credibility gone, isn't it? That's what I'm worried about doing this. But anyway, okay, this is just a serious whatever team with a Landorus, isn't it? So was Urshifu. Yeah, Urshifu was legal in Season 6, wasn't it, as well? So I guess I go with Whimsicott, and that forces them to do something with their Talonflame. But Porygon Z is still a big threat here. Like, Porygon Z is just one of those Pokemon that you just don't really think about when building a Series 7 team. So we'll go with Honorus. We'll go with Nihilego and Urshifu as well, I suppose. Okay, so I'll try and Tailwind. I don't mind this lead, and I will Airstream now. I often make a mistake of not Airstreaming when I really should. Like that last game. Yeah, that last game. I'm kicking myself when I made just a stupid move. Like, the game would have been a whole lot better for us if I'd just gone for the Airstream turn 1 into the Cresselia. Yeah, we would have ejected it out or whatever, but we would have still been faster than the Landorus next turn and would have threatened a lot of damage on it. So, yeah, stupid mistakes. Maybe I'm just in a bad... It could be Triple Axel here with a Sash, maybe? No. Maybe I'm just in a bad, mental state at this moment in time as far as, playing Pokemon goes. Yeah, here it is. This is what I've been worried about. So I'll just try and switch through it here. And, do we go for a Knuckle or do I go for an Airstream? Well, I mean, I think I can just go for a Knuckle here, to be honest. Has he got Quick Guard? No, he hasn't got Quick Guard. And actually, wow. Oh yeah, I'm faster because of my very smart Airstream turn 1. Again, if I didn't go for the Airstream turn 1 there, Talonflame would have been faster than Whimsicott, and would have been able to knock the Whimsicott out before I could do the eject button stuff. So yes, speed, Barry, speed. And they're forced to bring in the Landorus here, which obviously my Thundurus quite enjoys. And yeah, okay. Let's Wicked Blow into the Landorus. No, let's just let's do it this way around. Yeah. Okay. Bang. But again, I don't know how. Let's just do one more with the Chandelure. I just don't know how, because we didn't really bring. We didn't really use... Oh, and this... Oh, come on. How frustrating is that? This would have been an interesting game to try out the Duraludon business against. Because... Unless that Hatterina's got a Sash, we're fine. But I suppose Chandelure... This isn't the worst for Chandelure, so we'll go with Chandelure here. And... But again, they've got potential Tailwind in the back as well. So Chandelure and, I think... either Cinderace or Thundurus. And I'm going to go with Cinderace with my Whimsicott and Nihilego in the back, I think. Yeah. Okay, please, Barry, win this game. And then I'll at least maybe have a little bit of confidence going into this tournament. But no, again, they've and this is the problem. Like, they've led offensively, fast, and it screws me over. Leading Chandelure into matchups like this, I just lose it, don't I? But I suppose it's like, it is, isn't it? It's predictable that I'm going to lead Chandelure because they've got Indeedee and Hatterene. But if I go with like Chandelure and Whimsicott, then like the Whimsicott does nothing if they lead with Indeedee and Hatterene. So they're just gonna Electro Web here, aren't they? And probably attack into the Chandelure. Okay, well let's just do this then. Oh dear. Yep. Oh, okay, the Wicked Blowed into the Cinderace. Okay, the Urshifu should be gone now then. Yeah, Cinderace will be weak to an electric attack from the Regieleki next turn. Oh, well, apparently not, because Regieleki does not survive that. This is a modest Chandelure, so I've got a lot of power here. But here we go, here is this. Because even if I go for an Imprison here, I think an Expanding Force will knock the Chandelure out. So here we go then. This is one of the. I'm finally going to get to use it. This is maybe a mistake, but this is one of the reasons why I've got a normal Dynamax Cinderace instead of a Gigantamax, so I can Heat Wave and Max Flare and get the Sun up. Oh, they've done. Okay, there's no Trick Room there. Oh, okay. Well, I imagine they Oh. Okay. Okay then. Okay, and we've still lost. The amount of times that they don't go for a Follow Me and you could just attack into the thing. And that Indeedee was faster than my Chandelure. That's a timid Indeedee. And now obviously they do go for the thing. Oh dear me. Well, there we go. Confidence disappearing once more. Does it even go for the Follow Me again? What? Is that like choice specs or something? I suppose it doesn't really matter because like both of them are psychic, aren't they? Oh dear. Well, there we go. Oh, I'm not enjoying this. And it is 3:35. I'm not enjoying this. YouTube, help me out. I'm really not enjoying this. Oh dear, what went wrong? Because I thought we were okay. At this situation, I thought we was okay. Maybe I should have gone for a Steel Spike. But even still, if I did that into the Hatterene, it wouldn't have made any difference there. But at least a Steel Spike, I would have been resisting an Expanding Force from the Indeedee. Like, in hindsight, I mean, who would have predicted that? Steel Spike into the Indeedee. The Chandelure is still slower than this Indeedee, which is timid and did a lot of damage. If I kept the Cinderace around, 2 Steel Spikes into that. Yeah, I mean, with the perfect moves, I guess I could have technically won. But, like, who would expect the Hatterene to just max guard there and the Indeedee to not go for a Follow Me? Because if I did go for a Steel Spike into the Indeedee, whatever, Chandelure gets knocked out. The next turn, another Steel Spike into the Indeedee knocks it out. Maybe Cinderace goes down, but I get a Sludge Bomb into the Hatterene. And then the next turn, I get a Sludge Bomb and a Moonblast. Don't I? How much did Sludge Bomb do? Sludge Bomb actually did over 60% to a Dynamax, Gigantamax Hatterene. So, wow, yeah, I think with the perfect moves, we could have won that game, but who would have called that? Oh, okay, come on then. And Articuno, have you got a Focus Sash? Oh, man. So, yeah, I'm stressing. I'm not happy. This is the side of Pokemon that I really don't like. This is the side of Pokemon that, you know, stopped me from uploading to YouTube, stopped me from playing for, like, a year or whatever, just because it stresses me out unnecessarily. Like, and again, like, I bet I'm not the only person in this situation. Like, I would imagine, like, 80% of the people submitting their teams for this Players' Cup 2 are not happy. They're not convinced. They're not confident in them. Like, I'm not the only one here. But okay, let's win this game. They have got Trick Room potential. But we can easily stop their Trick Room if they do lead with the Articuno. I mean, the Omastar could be a threat here, as silly as that sounds. Rock and Water, very good against my team. Okay, let's go for Whimsicott, Thundurus. Let's have Urshifu, and let's have Cinderace. Okay. Don't tell me this is an Ally Switch Rotom. Either I can maybe double into the Articuno, if I think there's maybe a Sash there, or I can just go for a Switcheroo into it. But no, I'm just going to double into the Articuno. Do I need an Airstream? No. But they do have a ground swap in, so I am going to Airstream it. Okay. No Trick Room and no Tailwind. For you, Pro Haman, my opponent here. Okay, and they've just burnt the Will-O-Wisp, burnt the Thundurus. Not good. What now? Escavalier. Well, I have got a Cinderace in the back, which is good. Are they going to Dynamax one of them here? Maybe. Maybe. In which case, do I try and call it and switch through into it? And I'm wondering how this will play in the actual tournament as well. When it's open team sheet, the opponent knows that I've got a switch through. Would they maybe delay their Dynamax? In fear of it? Maybe. Okay, well, let's just make sure that the Escavalier can't attack us this turn. It does Dynamax as well, thankfully. And we'll get a bit of an attack boost back from this burn by doing this. Okay, and Whimsicott is now Assault Vested, which is kind of unfortunate for it. Although I suppose there is a Garchomp there. So I guess we have to, well, we don't have to, but maybe I should just Moonblast into the Garchomp. And like, I can see the Escavalier coming back in here as well. So I think I don't need any speed boosts. I'm just going to Knuckle into it. Yeah. So I'm essentially neutral. Attack again now with Thundurus. Escavalier's taken a decent amount of damage, so it's definitely in range of a Cinderace attack. And yeah, I just want to get a bit of damage on this Rotom now as well to put it in Wicked Blow range. Yeah, I'll do that, and I'm just going to... if he brings in Garchomp for the Escavalier, I don't really care, to be honest. Okay, critical hit. Well, it's definitely in Wicked Blow range now, isn't it? And the Escavalier does get knocked out to that. Okay. And now Urshifu, I think, should be able to clean up. In fact, yeah, well, I can't tell when, can I? Yeah. I'm just worried if this Rotom is timid, because then it'll be faster than Urshifu. I suppose a Rock Slide flinch would also do me in. Nah, she's gone for an Earthquake. Is it a timid Rotom? It is a timid Rotom. Okay. Okay. Stay calm, Barry. Stay calm. Stay calm. I think a High Jump Kick should get the Rotom, or it'll be very close. If the Garchomp protects, then, you know, fine, I suppose. Can Rotom one-shot Cinderace? That's the question. If it protects, then yeah, I'll do 50% to myself, but he won't be attacking me at least. Yeah, Garchomp protects, kind of predictable, but that critical hit. He was timid. He had to be timid to outspeed my Urshifu, so I guess he wasn't that invested in bulk. Yeah, okay. We've managed to beat a team that looked rubbish, honestly. Oh dear. Right, let's do one more game then, and then I can maybe try and feel a little bit more confident about this. Okay, right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Jelly Bean Death, the opponent's name is. That's quite sinister, isn't it? So there's no like obvious beat-ups on this team, is there? They have got potential to trick room with Chandelure. I do need to go with my Whimsicott though, but the Indeedee would be a pain for that. Alright, well let's go with Whimsicott and Cinderace then, with... Like, Nihilego is slower than Terrakion, unfortunately. Urshifu is also weak to all of these. All of these are weak to... I mean, Nihilego technically isn't, but all of these essentially are weak to Terrakion, which is what I am worried about. At least Thundurus is faster, so I guess Thundurus is a good pick here. And... either Urshifu or Nihilego. Let's go with Urshifu, I suppose. Okay, well I didn't expect that lead. So I'll Tailwind then, and try and Steel Spike into the Indeedee. What's he setting up here then? Like, he'll be Tailwinding obviously, but what for? What plan has he got? I feel like there's some sort of combination that I'm missing here with Terrakion or something. Like Crobat is going to fling like some sort of berry at it or something to activate the Justified and get the berry's effect. Is that what's going to happen? Don't know. Crobat is Dynamaxing. And Airstreaming. Okay, well okay, I did not see that coming. You can say that again. Oh, that's kind of bad, isn't it now? Yes, it is. Yes, it is kind of bad. Because, oh, that's pretty cool though, isn't it? Because now he's getting speed boost and special attack boost. He's going to go from Max Ooze into Thundurus here. But is Indeedee faster than... oh, okay. Helping Hand. Airstream into Thundurus. Okay. Okay. And now is it Terrakion coming in? Because that is what I'm worried about. And I've got two flying types here now. Yes. Not good. Not good. There you go. Okay, so we've now learned that we are weak to Terrakion as well. Ah, this is a disaster, isn't it? I'm really not enjoying this. I'm really not happy about this. Like, if any of you are still watching this, like, do not expect me to do well in this stupid tournament. I guess I should have Steel Spike, shouldn't I? Because it's just going to Rock Slide now. Okay, I am +2 defense on the Cinderace at least. Let's just double into the Terrakion and see what happens. Oh. His Sash. Oh. Oh. Am I an idiot? Yes, I am, aren't I? I am. Because the Terrakion... oh, I'm an idiot. I'm just not thinking. I'm just not thinking. Like, the stress is getting to me. The stress is really getting to me. Like, this is, like... and this is stupid. This stupid online tournament doesn't mean anything. Like, it's just, like... oh, I'm putting so much pressure on myself. And it means nothing. And I'm not thinking about this. The Terrakion did not have any speed boosts. I had a speed boost. Even if he airstreamed, both my Cinderace and Thundurus are faster than Terrakion. Why did I not recognize that? I'm playing like an idiot. I'm playing like an absolute idiot. Okay, well I guess I'm going to lock in one of these teams and if we knock out the Crobat here, I think we're okay. Maybe. If it's a Muddy Water, maybe not. Can Urshifu take one? Let's find out. Oh. Urshu just knocks it out. Okay, right. Well, I'm going to finish the recording here then. It is getting on. It's almost 4 o'clock now. So, well, there you go. There's Barry having a mental breakdown mid-video. Oh, this stupid game. Yeah, right. Well, this video ended up longer than I thought it would be. Almost an hour. It is pretty much at 4 o'clock. So I need to submit a team, don't I? Else I'm going to miss the deadline. So I'm going to go do that and try and calm down. I was planning on streaming tonight as well. I think I probably will still, with whatever team I pick, I suppose, for the tournament. So if any of you are still watching this, feel free to join me on the stream tonight. If I do still stream. If I don't, just assume that my head is buried somewhere dark and deep. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I haven't. Goodbye. No, please like, share, comment, whatever. Twitter, Patreon. I'll see you on. I'm really not into this now, am I? Oh dear me. Oh, I don't know. I think for this hour, I wasn't playing well. I've just been too wound up about things. I've not been playing well, and maybe that's just affecting my confidence. Of course it's affecting my confidence. But I can take some comfort from knowing that, there are other people out there that are going to be struggling with their teams and not completely confident in their teams that they're submitting as well. But at the end of the day, I know that this team loses to certain things. And when I've entered tournaments in the past with teams like that, knowing that they lose to certain things, I don't do very well. So, yeah. So, hello YouTube. You've had, this isn't a highlight video. You've had an original YouTube classic here. I was hoping that I was going to get some decent games from the tournament next week, but if I do terribly, if I just get knocked out straight away, that's just not going to happen, is it? So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Thank you. If you're still watching this now, then blow my neck. Thank you for watching. If I'm streaming, join me later. I guess I'll try to. But yeah, join me later if you want to. And cross your fingers for me. Goodbye for now.